everybody, welcome back to the vlog. I am Mark Vargas and you are watching Mark Vargas Vlogs. And today is Monday. And I wanted to take this chance today to kind of tell you a little bit more about myself, because I realize you guys are watching these vlogs. You may or may not know me. You may or may not know anything about me other than I make YouTube videos. So I figured I'd take this chance today to just tell a little bit more about myself, give you guys a little bit of background, and that way we can go forward with you guys knowing me, and anything you want me to know about you, put it in the comments, and that way we can all get to know each other as this channel grows. So, my name is Mark Vargas. I am 35 years old. I live in Southeast Michigan, and I've lived in Michigan my whole life. I've traveled out of the state to, been to Canada once when I was younger. Don't count that, really. Went to Arizona on vacation. That was cool. Went to North Carolina. I've been to Colorado on business. West Virginia, Kentucky, mainly for work, though, never really for pleasure. So haven't really traveled too much for pleasure. I've been kind of sitting in Michigan. I do hope one day to escape Michigan and go somewhere a little bit warmer. That being said, I grew up in Sterling Heights. I was born in Detroit. Grew up in Sterling Heights, made my way to Dearborn, and then I moved to the current city that I live in. I started off, I wasn't like super good at school, but I wasn't really bad at it. I was really smart, but I didn't do my homework. So good grades on tests, poor marks for homework, so it kind of evened out. I went to Macomb Community College after I graduated high school. Did a semester there. I studied guitar. I studied music theory, I studied piano, and I went back for my second semester, and on like my first day of classes back, my car broke down. Actually, my second day of classes, my car broke down, and I wasn't really enjoying the classes as much as I thought I would, so I ended up I dropped all my classes, canceled them, and I got the money back for it, and I took that money, instead of fixing my car, I went to Arizona with my aunt. My aunt was working on Hollywood movies at the time, and I was an extra in a movie in Arizona when I was on vacation there. It's called Maneater with Sarah Chalk. Anyways, I came back from my vacation, went back home, started looking for a job. I could not find a job anywhere. So I'm probably 19 at this point, and I decided to go work for my dad in Dearborn. My dad had a pizzeria. He was part owner of, called Paisanos in Dearborn on Schaefer Road. I spent 10, maybe 11 years there. Started off as just a pizza maker / worker, and worked my way up into a management position. I was a shift manager for a while. I spent 11 years there. Somewhere in that time, I met my fiance, Amy, so 10 years ago. So when I was 25. So after about 5 years of working there, I met her, and we ended up moving in together. She had 3 children previously, and I had 2 children previously. And when we met, and we ended up having another child together. So we have 6 kids. There's Jacob, Noah, Danny, Riley, Jackson, and Luke. So we have 6 children. And yeah, so after a while, when Luke was conceived and born, I realized I wasn't going to be able to continue my job at the pizzeria, so I found another job managing at a pizzeria called Campari's on the Park in Plymouth, downtown Plymouth on Main Street. And I was a pizza manager there for probably a year and a half or so. And at some point or another, the owner of Jet's Pizza in Dearborn called me, which he knew the owners from Paisano's Pizza. And he heard, they were looking for a new general manager for the Jet's Pizza. So he got in touch with me. We talked it over. I decided it was my best interest because it was right around the street from my house. So I ended up going to Jet's Pizza for 2 years. I was a general manager at Jet's Pizza. And time went on. And at some point throughout that time, I started to have my differences with the owner there, and there was, some things where I was kind of like, maybe I could find something else a little bit different. something that works a little bit more for me. So I started looking for another job. And as I searched and searched, I went to a few interviews and nothing really caught my attention. And then one day, my stepson Danny brought home this scooter from his dad bought him this scooter. It was like an old scooter, and I was looking at it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe it's probably really good on gas. So I was like, maybe I'll get myself a scooter too, and save on gas. We could go ride together, whatever it was. So I started looking for a scooter, and I'm searching, I'm looking through, I'm calling dealerships, I'm looking online, and I cannot find the scooter to save my life. So finally, I find a website called, the dealership is called Genthi Honda Power Sports. I found the scooter, called them, I liked it, I locked it down. I went to go and pay for the scooter. So I show up to pay for the scooter, and it was like a 3-hour wait. I'm sitting there, their phones are ringing off the hook. And halfway through our close, I'm sitting there closing on the scooter, and the phones are still ringing. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, are you guys looking for any help? And he said, well, yeah, actually we are. We're looking for like an assistant. And I was like, oh, cool. I'd love to come in for an interview. And they're like, yeah, when can you come in for an interview? I said, well, anytime. But if you want me to actually start working, I have to put in my 2 weeks notice. So, but about a week later, had an interview set up. I go in, did the interview. They liked me. They're like, when can you start today? Or when can you start? I said, I need 2 weeks because I have to put in my 2 weeks notice. I'm the general manager. I can't just quit. So I put in my 2 weeks notice. The last day that I worked at Jets was on a Saturday, and the owner, I think, was confused and thought it was supposed to be on Sunday because he was like thinking I was supposed to be there, but I wasn't. Anyways, so that's when I started at Genthi Honda Power Sports. That would be June 2021. I started there, and I never had done sales before. I'd never been working at a dealership. I spent most of my life in fast food. I've worked at McDonald's, Arby's, KFC, Dunkin' Donuts, like you name it, the pizzerias. So I started off as assistant to sales, and I just started learning, and eventually, after a while, I made my way up to salesman. So I started working sales, and now I'm selling the motorcycles. And in doing so, my manager said, you know what, I like when my team knows how to do everything. So he started showing me how to do the paperwork. He started showing me how to do finance applications, how to get people approved for credit, how to sell, the products, the finance warranties, things like that. So after about, I would say, a year and a half or so of working there, I had gone through assistant sales. Also, I was doing the BDC, reach out to customers, answering phones, showrooms, everything. I was doing all the different things in the dealership, that parts and accessories. Eventually, we hired a consulting company to come in and train us. So the consultants came in, they were doing the training. We had just hired a new finance manager, and during the training, they asked me to sit in with the finance manager on the finance training. So I did, and I learned, from the consultant trainer guy. They're called Garage Composites, and I learned how to do the financing and things like that. So after about a week of training, the consultant company went to the owners and said, hey, we really want Mark in finance. The other guy, he's good, but we would rather have him in the sales floor and have Mark do the financing. So my boss comes to me, he's like, hey, Mark, we really want you to do the finance. You think you can make it work? It's going to be great, this and that. And so I decided, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I started doing financing. I started doing that, and I've been there for 2.5 years now. So it's been a little bit over a year and some change now that I've been doing the financing, and it's been great. It's been a learning experience. Every day I'm communicating with people. My job is to talk to people, figure out all their paperwork for them, make sure everything gets filed properly, and then offer any extended warranties or financing options that are available and help them make the best decisions. So I've learned how to come out of my shell a little bit more, how to kind of be a little more outgoing, being able to strike up conversation, but also how to have my customers' best interests in mind at all times. So that's been a little bit of the secret to to my job is to just care more about your customers than you do yourself and have their best interests in mind always. So now I am doing that. But yeah, and then I have the band. I've been in about 5 different bands. I started with Annuity back when I was probably 20. I started with Annuity, which then turned into Breezeway, which Breezeway ended up turning into Black Feather. And Black Feather has been around for maybe 8 to 10 years now, which ultimately led to the formation of the Mark Vargas Band, whom opened for some of these nationals as well. Black Feather's open for probably over 50 national bands, and we were starting to get some momentum going, and then things kind of slowed down. So I'm not really doing a lot of shows right now, but I do plan on staying in it. I still practice every day. I still, have the dream. I just currently with the family and, the amount of time that I have between work and family, it's just not in the cards at the moment. But do expect some shows to be coming up soon, so I'm working on that. So that's just a little brief summary about me. If you guys want to know more about me, let me know. Like this video. If I get it to 100 likes, I'll do another video. Also, if you would like to know more about sales training or finance training, I'm also thinking about doing a segment on that as well, where I'll do a weekly segment where we can talk about sales techniques, financing, ways to be a better version of yourself. So I'm currently working on doing that as well. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs. And tomorrow we're going to do the ice cream video for sure. Luke was sick today, so we couldn't do it, but looking into tomorrow. So again, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I am Mark Vargas, and I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you. Oh yeah, don't forget, new content daily. We're uploading new content daily. There's no specific time. It's usually around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I upload a new video every day. So if you haven't seen the newest video of the day, come on back to the channel. Check it out. There will be a new video every day. I haven't missed one, and it's been around 22 days now, so I'm going strong. I'm not going to stop. And other than that, I hope you all have a great day. It was nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you tomorrow. Soldier on a different path, but we find an answer wrong. We'll be together, it'll all be gone. We may bring it along. I got a feeling it won't take long. So now can't hold us back. We drop the bomb, now attack. It was nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you tomorrow.